This content is extracted from the book The Millionaires of Genesis by Catherine Ponder. The name Joseph means, "to whom Jehovah will add." Joseph became the first millionaire in the Bible and was described as the man whose dreams came true. Joseph went from the pit to the palace, from rags to riches. Upon arriving in Egypt, Joseph expanded his awareness of prosperity in a way he could never have done if he had remained in the land of Canaan. In Egypt, he was exposed to immense wealth and everything that comes with it. In this video, you will discover the wealth-building methods used by Joseph, a young dreamer who became a multimillionaire. Catherine Ponder explains that throughout his life, Joseph applied many of the fundamental principles of prosperity and practiced the prosperous power of release, non-resistance, forgiveness, affirmation, and visualization, recognizing God as the source of his supply and the tithe. In my own gradual growth from long-term poverty to a more abundant lifestyle, I have found it necessary to adopt all the success methods that Joseph used so faithfully. But what was Joseph's specific secret to manifesting such enormous wealth? Joseph became a master of substance and manifested it as vast wealth through the repeated use of a specific prosperity principle, the mental image. Here is Joseph's greatest secret of prosperity for you. First, he deliberately practiced appreciating the vast wealth he saw around him in prosperous Egypt. Secondly, he imagined great wealth for himself, which led him to become a multimillionaire. Let us remember that Joseph symbolizes imagination, that powerful mental faculty that first forms ideas in the invisible substance of the universe and then transforms them into visible forms. The power of the mind to imagine is one of the oldest devices known to man. Joseph was a dreamer. He dreamed of dominion when it seemed he had none. You should also dream. Joseph's dreams were a prophecy of the great events that would later happen to him. His dreams were also a prophecy that he would achieve a higher consciousness of universal substance, and when he developed that awareness, he would become a millionaire overnight. Due to this millionaire consciousness, his brothers were destined to come and ask him for help. His brothers sold him to merchants for 25 pieces of silver, about $15. It also seems ironic that his worth went from about $15 to that of a billionaire after being immersed in an atmosphere of luxurious abundance and imagining this for himself. You must become aware of prosperity and surround yourself with the energy of abundance to demonstrate it in your own life. He was unjustly accused by Potiphar's wife and sent to prison. Instead of fighting against this apparent injustice and becoming bitter about it, Joseph took control of his thoughts and owned his experience in prison. He knew that if he mastered any situation he found himself in, he would learn from it and, in due time, be freed from it. The jailer liked Joseph and entrusted him with the care of all the prisoners. So he prospered even in prison, and what the Lord did made him thrive. When Joseph did not fight for what was taken from him, he received much more because he developed a consciousness of prosperity that could not be taken away from him. Here is one of the secrets of wealth he learned from Joseph. Instead of worrying about what might be taken from you, you should focus on cultivating a consciousness of prosperity, as that cannot be taken away. No person, thing, or event can stop you from what God has for you. 2 secrets for achieving results through imagination. Joseph understood these secrets for achieving results through visualization. First, you attract the substance of the universe in defined forms in the visible world through your clear images. Second, if you hold on to what you are imagining with peace and confidence, you will manifest it as visible results in your life. However, if you get angry and resentful, the universal substance evaporates and you have to start over. Despite all the injustice, Joseph remained calm because he knew he was being prepared for greater things. One day, 2 years later, his non-resistance bore fruit. He became the governor of Egypt, the richest man in the world, second only to the Pharaoh, who honored him by allowing God to reveal his dreams to him. He was taken out of the dungeon, marking the end of a long period of severe discipline, but it was worth it. Another method that made Joseph prosperous was using the prosperous power of forgiveness. His first son was named Manasseh, which means forgetting. Joseph explained that God made him forget all his troubles. His second son was named Ephraim, which means fruitful. Joseph said that God made him fruitful in the land of his affliction. Do you think Joseph's life can be like yours? If you have suffered injustices or have faced bad situations, know that you can give everything a new meaning and have a bright future simply by forgiving your past and those who have hurt you. Forgiveness will set you free. In these 2 affirmations, Joseph was practicing the powerful power of forgiveness. If you have also lived through difficult experiences with challenging people, declare this: I forgive you, I release you, and I bless you. You will open the way to welcome the vast benefits of the prosperous power of forgiveness. In Joseph's life, there is a constant recognition of God as the source of his sustenance and great success. The greatest secret of prosperity we learn from Joseph is that vast wealth did not come to him until he was mentally and emotionally prepared for it. Joseph developed a higher consciousness of universal substance and learned to manifest that substance as visible to himself and to the ancient world, primarily through the power of mental representation. Joseph symbolizes the ability to manifest substance as a tangible result through the power of visualization. He was called the man whose dreams came true. Yours can also come true when you employ his methods. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on our future uploads. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time.